What's up, Slim? How you? What's your man? Bird, also aka Gas Not Gas. Today we with another DMV Hoods and Beef video. Today we here with the new series that he started, DC Profiles. Now, yesterday I reacted to Baby Jane modes. I'm gonna leave it in the description. I'm gonna actually leave it in the description this time, bro. I just be bluffing like shit with that shit. Today we got Gbg Lil Active, Gbg Maxo and Lil Act Arrest, passing a fast slime, 23 racks and Glock. Now, Slim, if you in the city, you already know how big this case was, especially because it was a rapper and 23 Racks was the one that passed away and he was only 16 years old. I think they just made an indictment on the people involved in the case, bruh. So we about to see what they talking about in this video right here. Before I even start the video, leave a like, subscribe, and down in the comments below, let me know what you think of this whole little wild ass situation, Slim, or what else you would want to see me react to. Hey, I'm about to start riding, bro. We about to get smooth into this reaction, Slim.
Today on this episode of DC Profiles, we will discuss Gbg Lil Active, some of his fallen men, and the arrest of him and his man for the 23 Racks hit.
R.P.
First,
Racks,
we will get into Lil Act. Lil Act is a rapper from the Douglas area in Southeast, also known as the Z. I discussed this hood on my channel before in a Every Hoof.
If y'all ain't, that's where I grew up at.
But today I will get more in depth. And
I said that before, so there ain't no new information and shit.
Work about Rondon Henderson, also known as Lil Act. Lil Act has been a character, but he was always behind the scenes and would start catching a buzz with the name Lil Act around 2022. But before the name Lil Act, he would go by Rondon and
he be making some crank though, no fun.
Five Guy posted November 6th, 2021 saying, "Baby bro Rondon went on a mission."
At the time of
this line, the Z and 23rd were cool with each other, and Lil Act can even be seen here with a member from the Z and Fat Hefe from.
Bruh, and that happen all the time, bruh. Hoods that's cool, bruh, end up beefing. It's, 9 times out of 10, bruh, it's cause some backdoor shit, bruh, or some shit like that. Cause everybody not gonna be cool with everybody in the whole situation, Slow.
23rd, but they would put a clown over his face. Lil Act has 2 of his fallen men in his bio saying "Long Live 5" and "Long Live Glock." He also shouts them out in songs. 5 is a member from the Z who is also referred to as Slime, who was killed February 2022 on 12th, and Robinson PL after ops spent. They rip. No suspects would ever be apprehended, but members from the Z and 23rd would say, "Long live Slime." Months would pass, and Z member Glock would be killed after trying to spin some quarters uptown. After he is killed, 23rd rapper would diss him, causing Z members to come and spank 23 Racks the same day, after he would post on his Instagram story.
Oh, I don't, it's crazy cause like in these in detail videos, I don't remember all this going on, Slum.
Him on frontline sitting down smoking.
I didn't know that was the reason.
He first met Tymisha Robinson a year ago. She was inconsolable. Her son, Jamarid, killed near DC's Johnson Middle School.
Why you had to kill him like that? That's crazy.
Jamarid created a fashion startup. He wanted to be a designer and made his clothes after virtual learning. Tymisha misses seeing his vision grow and his smile.
I feel horrible. Like, I'm not the same. I'm not the same at all.
Tonight, MPD confirms its investigation
that shit was out of pocket.
into the 15-year-old's death is still active, not a cold case. He was shot multiple times in Southeast, the crime scene here on 12th Place.
I remember that day like it was yesterday. He just left out the house. He wasn't even outside he was only outside for a good 7 minutes.
And that's
Part of
crazy.
the reason we zoomed today is because Tymisha doesn't feel safe in her own neighborhood. She's trying to find a new home with her 3 kids.
Tell me what your family is like now.
Family is torn apart.
Hearing the family perspective on this shit always is
She's pleading
crazy.
with anybody
So
who knows something to call police. And as for what she would say to her 15-year-old's killer,
For the person that did it, God bless him. That's all I can say.
Mike Valerio, WUSA 9.
A
That's
painful
just sad,
reality in our nation's capital. 6 people were shot, 1 of them killed.
For the 5th consecutive year, homicides in the district are now rising.
DC Mayor Muriel Bowser has declared gun violence
hey, Mo, where you get them videos from?
crisis.
I asked him one day, I was like, I'm scared of dying. I asked him, what's he said?
Oh, this probably was on the
Mayor Muriel Bowser announced a
the news.
Promise initiative targeting around 200 people
I thought Hoods and Beef had them
at risk of being involved with gun violence.
I didn't know he was on that list. To know 1 bullet took my son's life.
The story of Jamez shows the challenges and complexities of trying to save just one person on this list.
Jamez was one of 23 people in the DC government dubbed People of Promise, a list of those considered most at risk of committing violence. Ooh. Williams was shot and killed and made 13 days after city records showed my reading was slow. The government last contacted him.
Let me show you him. I got a lot of pictures of this baby. This Jamez. As a kid, he was a dance machine. That's Jamez right here.
Hey, mother, I know this should be sad as shit, bro. Just looking back at all the memories and shit like that, bro. Like,
he was really funny. He's very caring.
And just hearing the parents' perspective always like a touch your heart, no fun.
As he was growing up, he got bullied a lot.
Jamez grew up for a large part of his childhood in Southeast DC, an area that is known to have various crews and gangs operating. And his mom says that growing up in that neighborhood changed his personality dramatically and made him feel like he had to be strong and tough in order to survive.
I watched him transform.
That's kind of what happened in every single hood. That's basically what it be.
That I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying?
It started with a lot of fighting.
That's just how it started.
Getting in trouble. It started with him not functioning properly in school.
When Jamez was 16 years old, he was charged with first-degree murder. Authorities at the time said that he killed another 15-year-old and then stole the Nike Jordan shoe.
R.P. James, so this was another sad story, bro. R.P. James and Anthony Smith, so. Over some shoes was crazy, bro.
Shoes off of his body. His mom disputed that account from the very beginning, and it was later overturned. And she says that conviction changed Jamez's life and made him feel like he was a criminal even when he wasn't.
He had more anger built up because everybody's looking at him as this. It made him have more behavioral problems because he felt like he couldn't get what he needed to get. He couldn't do what he needed to do until we cleared up his name.
The appeal court overturned Williams' conviction, ruling the defense attorney were improperly limited in questioning witnesses. 2 months later, he was identified as a person of promise. I didn't even know this person of promise.
What we know is that a small number of people are bringing gun violence to the District of Columbia. And so we developed a program called the People of Promise Program.
The idea is if DC can focus on those specific people and pour resources into them, they can address some of the root causes of violent crime.
Mental health services, trauma particularly, housing, job training, and job support.
People who are on the ground doing frontline work in the community.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm gonna skip this bullshit.
Have really struggled with the
because these people, they be
list.
saying some bullshit, bro.
They say that people in the community see it as a sort of
this government shit. They just be doing random ass shit. Like that shit that Muriel Browse and them trying to pass, whatever her name is, bro. They trying to pass that bullshit, man. Nobody ain't trying to hear that.
And then it's though in my neighborhood, I hear gunshots all the time. I was scared. So I would call him every 5 minutes. He was like, Mom, you know I'm not outside. Like, stop calling every 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay. So this one particular day, I said I'm going to give him a break. So I didn't call. I'm on my way back from the store. I just literally walked in the house. Not even 5 minutes, I'm going up my steps. And I hear this banging at my door. And it's Jamez's friend. And he was like, your son is dead. And I was like, what did you just say to me? He was like, Jamez is dead.
I know that should have crushed anybody, bro. No fun.
The district says they made as many efforts as they could have to reach him. They poured resources into him, they say, but he was often hard to find and harder to convince to take part in the programs that the city offered. His mom, in large part, disputes that and says if the city would have tried harder and done what they said that they were going to do, her son would be alive. So many people are dying in DC right now.
That's such a touchy subject on who right and who wrong type stuff.
And there is a fundamental belief among people who work in this space that each person who is killed in this way or kills someone in this way has the potential for a better life. And the question we're trying to explore here is how can we as a society, can we as a city help those people achieve that?
Fox 5, the family of a young D.C. rapper killed in Southeast D.C. last week opens up about his battle trying to keep his teenage son away from D.C. streets. 16-year-old Justin Johnson was shot and killed in Southeast D.C. last Thursday morning. Stephanie Ramirez is live outside of D.C.
All these situations just be sad as fuck because they leave behind families, all that shit, kids.
Jordan, the number one message this family has for the community is that 16-year-old Justin Johnson had a family and he was loved. I spoke with his father today. He tells me he is still in shock and that a number of people were trying to help get his son off D.C. city streets.
I heard a rap, one of his raps for the first time the other day. Didn't even want to listen to it because I wanted him to go to school. So he said, I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out in one of those raps, and I don't know what to do. Because they were saying, Justin, come with us. His managers and them, come with us. You got to put that behind you. But he said, no, I'm better off right here.
Michael Johnson is the father of 16-year-old Justin Johnson, a teen.
I ain't gonna. It's a long video, bro. I ain't gonna keep
as an up-and-coming rapper named 23 Racks. The teen's manager tells Fox 5 the young rapper signed with a label named MGE in 2020. Johnson's father tells Fox 5 he didn't know that much about his son's rap career. Michael Johnson says his son grew up
in the city. It's gonna be easy for that shit to get around.
Student at J.O. Wilson Elementary and Stewart in Northeast D.C. His father says the son even received tuition offers to attend private school. However, as the older Johnson says his son got a little older, he started acting out and running away to be with friends in Southeast. In the family's battle, Michael Johnson tells Fox 5 he even asked court officials to hold his son on a previous gun arrest, trying to get the 16-year-old help, and sought counseling.
Damn, and you know it's serious, Slum, when your people's trying to get the, like, they'd rather you be in jail than be out here, Slum. No funny, bro. Like, shit serious out here, bro. Like parents know what they really want for their
previous
kids.
Gun arrest, trying to get the 16-year-old help, and sought counseling, but it took too long to get a diagnosis. These are the teen's sisters.
It's hard to see on social media that, you know, he's really gone, and I see a lot of comments on social media saying like, oh, well, he was in the streets at 16 and he didn't go to school, and it's that he was an honor roll student. They skipped him a grade. Like, he was street smart and book smart. Like, he was well before his time.
It takes everybody to help these kids.
Facts. 100%. What the fuck is going on? Why you just got random free car footage?
And unresponsive. Now we will get into the paperwork. On Thursday, May 26th, 2022, at approximately 1124 hours, members of the Metropolitan Police Department's 7th District responded to the report of a shooting at 2234 Savannah Terrace, Southeast. Upon arrival, police officers located a juvenile male victim inside 2234 Savannah Terrace, Southeast. The victim was unconscious and unresponsive and suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. The victim was subsequently identified as Justin Johnson, hereinafter referred to as the Decedent. 2. The District of Columbia Fire and Emergency Medical Services, DC FEMS, were summoned to the scene. After finding no signs consistent with life, the Decedent was pronounced dead at 11:37 a.m. under the authority of DC FEMS Medical Director Dr. Robert Holman. The Decedent remained on scene.
This is still crazy to this day.
Chief Medical Examiner for an autopsy to determine the cause and manner of death. 3. The Metropolitan Police Department's Homicide Branch assumed investigative responsibility. Your affiant was designated as the lead detective in the case. 4. On Friday, May 27, 2022, Dr. Kristen Zagisi of the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner conducted the autopsy of the decedent. The autopsy revealed that the decedent sustained 2 gunshot wounds to his body.
Damn.
The decedent sustained 1 gunshot to the left side of his back, which struck both lungs, the aorta, and exited through his right chest.
Ooh. Damn.
The decedent also sustained 1 gunshot wound to his right arm. 5. As a result of the autopsy, Dr. Giese determined that the cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds. Dr. Giese ruled the decedent's death a homicide. Scene and body 6. The scene is located in the 2200 block of Savannah Terrace, SE. The block is a cul-de-sac with multiple apartment buildings. On the sidewalk in front of 2234 Savannah Terrace, SE, there was a blood trail that leads into 2230 Savannah Terrace, SE. On the first floor landing was where the decedent was observed laying on the floor.
So Bart ran
Used
into the
medical supplies around the decedent. The stairs to the second floor had a trail of blood leading to the top. Towards the top of the stairs, on the wall, was smeared blood. On the stairs was a set of keys and a black face mask. 7. Across the cul-de-sac from 2230, 2234.
That shit's sad, bro. Just them describing the scene make it sound way more crazy.
Terrace, SE, is a grassy area where 11 shell casings were located. In between these 2 points was a dumpster surrounded by a wooden fence. There were multiple apparent bullet holes in the fence. Apartment 14, first floor, of 2234 Savannah Terrace. SE had a bullet hole in the living room window. A bullet hole was observed in the living room closet, but the projectile was unable to be recovered.
Damn.
Apartment 24, second floor, of 2234. Savannah Terrace, SE, had two bullet holes in the living room.
Damn, so they was, it's good nobody else got hit. God damn, y'all just aiming anyway, son.
Apartment 34, third floor, of 2234 Savannah Terrace, SE, had an apparent bullet hole in the window. No additional evidence was located in the apartment. In the street in front of 2234 Savannah Terrace, SE, a single fragment was observed. 8. The decedent was observed lying supine, covered in a blue sheet, on the first floor landing of 2230 Savannah Terrace, SE. The decedent was clad in a ripped white tank top, ripped black jeans, 3 layers of compression shorts, white socks, and white, blue, and yellow sneakers. There were AED pads affixed to the decedent, along with an intravenous tube in the left shoulder, and decompression needles inserted on the sides of each lung. 9. A firearm was removed from the decedent's waistband before detectives arrived by a police officer. In the front right pocket of the decedent's jeans was $955 in U.S. currency. In the decedent's right coin pocket, a plastic bag containing blue pills was located. In the right rear pocket, a debit card with a name that did not match the decedent's was located. 10. A Nibbin lead was generated from the firearm recovered from the decedent's waistband and the following cases. 1. An armed carjacking, non-contact shooting at 6900 Walker Mill Road, Capitol Heights, MD, on April 30th, 2022. And 2. An ADW gun at 222T4 Savannah Terrace SE on May 13th, 2022. The Nibbin lead was not microscopically confirmed. On-scene witness interviews 11. Witness 1 was located.
I don't even know what a Nibbin lead. I ain't anybody try to guess that shit, bruh. If you do, let me know in the comments. I think I'm understanding what it is just of the context of this shit, bruh. But if you know exactly what that shit stands for, let me know.
Then interviewed on the scene. Witness 1 stated that it was in line getting food from a food truck near the location where the decedent was murdered. 12. Witness 1 reported that it heard 5 to 7 gunshots. Witness 1 said that it immediately fell down to the ground for safety. Witness: I said that it observed a brown Toyota RAV4 make a right-hand turn onto 23rd Street, SE, prior to going out of view. Witness 1 could not provide a description of the license plate on the Toyota. 13. Witness 1 advised that it observed the RAV4 occupied by 2 individuals. The driver, a black male wearing a white hat and white shirt, and a front passenger, a black male wearing a black baseball
Wait,
cap.
what? Did they switch topics, or was this the same little situation? Cause I didn't know it was a car involved.
14. Witness 1 went back into the laundry room of a nearby building for safety. Witness 1 also reported that prior to the shooting, there were a group of black males at the circle of the 2200 block of Savannah Terrace.
Oh, these the witness testimony. So they was like, it's a car that turned in, but they not sure if they had anything to do with it. All right, that's probably what they signed. Now this witness testimony right here, like, says it all. I ain't gonna hold you.
There were a group of black males at
A
the
group
circle
of black
the
males in the
2200
circle
block of Savannah Terrace, SE. 15. Witness 2 was also located and interviewed on the scene. Witness 2 stated that it was working at a nearby construction site when IT observed a black male subject wearing a white t-shirt and blue jeans standing in the walkway in front of one of the apartment buildings. Witness 2 stated it also observed a young girl standing in the walkway as well. 16. Witness 2 stated that it then heard numerous gunshots and dropped to the ground to avoid them. Witness 2 stated it. Then observed the same black male subject run into building 2230, and an unknown female pick the young girl up and take her into building 2334. 17. Witness 2 stated it
it's good the young girl and get.
Nor did it know where the gunshots came from. CCTV review and investigative efforts seen. Detectives were able to review CCTV footage that was recorded at the apartment complex, Woodbury Village, in which the decedent was murdered on the date of the murder. 19. Detectives viewed a CCTV
and this CCTV for all these apartment buildings and shit like that. So.
23rd Street, SE. This angle shows the intersection of 22nd Street, SE, and Savannah Place, SE. The timestamp that is digitally inserted into the frame is incorrect. However, the CCTV system records the correct time in a system-generated timestamp. The system-generated timestamp reflects an accurate time, and it is this time that is referenced throughout this affidavit. 20.
Yes, hey Slim, I'm gonna end the video right there, man. Look out for part 2, man. Hit the like if you want to see part 2 to this video, man. The beginning of this shit sound crazy, bruh. I know it's gonna get even more crazy when we get into Gbg Active, like his paperwork and what they found on Slim and all this and all that. Slim, like, this shit probably gonna get crazy, Slim. But appreciate everybody for watching the video, man. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment what you think about the situation, Slim. Sure, you know, it's your man Bird, also aka Gas Not Gas, and I'ma holler at y'all. Hey, like and subscribe, man. Y'all niggas be smart though.